Hi, this is Dr. Larry Rosen at the Whole Child Center in northern New Jersey. I'm really appreciative of the feedback I got on my last video, so I thought I would come back and share with you some additional thoughts as we continue to face the challenges brought on by this COVID pandemic. What is apparent is how much the fear and uncertainty continues to create a lot of anxiety and isolation, which are proving to be really significant emotional and mental health challenges for us and for our families. And so I continue to highlight that finding control in your life where you can in setting up structure and routine is really ideal. And again, to highlight keeping health creation and health promotion activities within the structure and routine is really paramount. Many of us are used to doing this in ways that take us out to yoga studios or to gyms or to other things like that, which are challenging now. So you have to try to find ways to implement this for you and your families within your apartment or home. I will reiterate that the key lifestyle factors, these lifestyle prescriptions, are as important now as ever to keep us healthy and to keep our immune systems healthy, like food and nutrition, and at this point in time, ever as critical to focus on eating as much real food and not processed food as you can, seeing this as an opportunity to garden and grow food and bring it into your kitchen and cook food together as a social and communal activity with your family, and eating together, which is something that we generally don't do as much as families, but this is clearly an opportunity to do this more and more and connect over shared meals, or doing this through use of social technology. We know that people are doing this through FaceTime and Zoom and other sharing meals together. Physical activity continues to be critical, and I would say that as much as you can pair this with some kind of outdoor time, taking a walk outside or walk through your neighborhood or through the woods or a path near your house, can be a way to combine physical activity, outdoor time, and seeing other people outside of your home. Sleep is always important, and I would argue now having periods of rest away from social media, away from technology. It's easier to sink down into a dark hole of just watching Netflix on and on and on, or spending your whole day in Zoom meetings, but take some time to recharge and unplug. I also think that this is a time to focus on those long pushed away projects that are often creative projects, that you can keep a mind on doing something that will take a while, that you may have a deadline for yourself that's 3, 5, 6 months down the line, to keep you focused on hope and on the future and optimism. And that can be a music project or an art project or something that gets you out of your head and into some kind of activity that gets you in a zone of doing things where you're not stuck telling yourself the same stories over and over again. And finally, another mindfulness tip. I spoke a bit about self-compassion and compassion and meditation tips in the last video. For this one, I'd like to focus on gratitude and a gratefulness practice, which I find helps to put us in a more optimistic framework. This can be very, very challenging to do if you're faced with acute stressors and crises, but the act of doing this practice alone does help to shift your mindset dramatically. So there are a couple of ways to do this. One well-researched gratitude practice is called 3 Good Things, that comes out of Duke University, where each night before you go to sleep, you journal 3 good things that happened to you during the day so that you can reflect on those as you go to sleep. The other way to do this gratitude practice, or another version of it, and you can do both, is what I call first conscious thought. So the very first moment when you wake up in the morning, when you first realize I'm awake, you have the intention and allow yourself to allow to come to mind the first thing you're grateful for. It can be something very simple or mundane, like I'm grateful for this warm blanket that I have. or I'm grateful for my cat or my dog who's in the room with me. It can be for a person, it can be for a thing, it can be for really anything, but whatever it is, it's the first thing that comes to mind. You take a deep breath in and out several times as you stay on that mantra of what you're grateful for. I am grateful for my blanket. I am grateful for my blanket. And you take a breath in and out, and you see as you start your morning routine, if that can be the first thing that you focus on with your conscious thought, how it helps you to establish a more positive attitude for the day and hopefully decrease your stress level. I hope that these tips are useful to you. I welcome any feedback, and I hope to be in touch, and hopefully we will all see each other outside soon. Take care.